Meet Emily on a dream trip through Europe with her friends. From the majestic Eiffel Tower in Paris to the historic streets of Rome, every moment is magical. But disaster strikes. Emily drops her phone, thinking she's lost all her precious photos and videos. Panic sets in. Then she remembers GotBackup. Every memory is safely stored in the cloud. Emily gets a new phone, logs into GotBackup, and there they are. Every photo, every video, every memory perfectly intact. Thanks to GotBackup, Emily's adventure is truly unforgettable.
I just love that video. It gives you such a sense of comfort and, knowing that all your precious moments are safe on the cloud. So folks, we want to welcome you here to our session. MC, welcome. And all of you that are here, as you're joining in live or through our recording, would love your feedback. Feel free to share your comments. And if you share any kind of feedback in reference to our presentation, we'll display it for everyone to see. Of course, if it's in the context of what we're talking about. And folks, if you like what we're sharing, just hit that like button and it tell the algorithm that this information is something that people like. And if you like it, let's tell others about it, because folks, this opportunity is absolutely wonderful. It has made an impact in Tammy and I, and even our difficult moments when we were coming out of the pandemic days, and it's been absolutely wonderful. So what I'd like to do here is we're going to share with you a little bit about the company. We're going to share with you our products. We're going to share with you the income opportunity that's associated with this and how you can all benefit for a price point that everybody can afford. And that's what I love about this. So Tammy, let's begin with how do we get introduced to GotBackup?
Yeah, so Chris and I have known the owner of the company called Global Virtual Opportunities, which is the parent company of this new project called GotBackup. And we've known him for 25 plus years. Chris and I have always had a lot of success building internationally in the network marketing space. Home-based business, because we've been working from home for so many years. Time freedom is amazing. And he contacted us a little over 2.5 years ago. We were in Mexico. We got the message when we got back. Long story short, he shared with us pretty well what you're going to learn today. And we just said, Joel, this is amazing what you created. And we're definitely in, because everybody needs what you have, and the value that he gives is unbelievable, second to none. So enjoy the presentation. And if you see what we saw, you definitely want to get started. We've been doing extremely well financially and making an impact in the world right now.
And to add to this, Tammy, one of the reasons we were very excited about this, again, the digital age has come at age right now. We keep hearing the AI features and everything else that, again, all of the companies eventually none of them won't be in business. Let me rephrase that. Everybody will be in business with the support of AI. And there's so much coming in right now, so much coming in. And we saw an opportunity for many, many families to be able to be impacted by a global opportunity that's not really competing in the world of network marketing of the home business, because we're unique at the moment in a cloud storage that provides an income stream, which we'll share with you in a moment. This is absolutely amazing, which leads me to this slide here is, why are you here? You see, I know that people want to live a better life. I know people want to get, in a better situation financially. We know that things are changing very fast, but folks, again, don't blame governments. Don't blame the economy. At the end of the day, we're dealing with changes, and these changes are inevitable. It's called evolution. It's part of evolving. And the fact here is you just need to adjust the way we do business. This is exactly what we're talking about. We're introducing to you a venture that can really be impactful for you, that can turn your dreams into reality. Because at the end of the day, you deserve it. You deserve to live the life in your own terms, opposed to living in the life that you have to live because you have no choice. You have a choice. And this is exactly what we're presenting to you here.
Yeah. And it's all about empowering families. We absolutely love that. We've been doing this for so many years, making an impact. We could tell you story after story of people going from absolutely in debt up to their eyeballs, or extremely broke situations happened to them, life happened to them, and now they're living phenomenal lifestyles. And that's because we work together as a team, and we're always teaching people how to leverage. And this is a great opportunity to do that because people can afford it.
I agree, Tammy. And just about the company, folks, the company began in 1997 out of Gatineau, Quebec. It's a town right beside Ottawa, the capital of Canada. And long story short, their growth was occurring. I remember I was there when this was happening. Joel was actually telling me, and that's where we built a relationship. We met through the fact that I was working for a company that he was actually training the owner of that company. It's really interesting how we met. And the point is, I started using his service. He was telling me that maybe a year after I started using his service, which was a server to be able to host my website. He told me, Chris, we're moving to the US. And at the time, not really understanding all of this, I said, oh, is that going to affect me? Do I need to find other provider? He says, no, absolutely not. Everything remains the same other than the fact that we'll just update your links. So he moved into Texas in a 10,000 square feet data center. That facility there, I saw it when it was just a block and completely empty. And it's really interesting how this has evolved. And today, I mean, he has hundreds of thousands of clients that are utilizing his services. This is what's so exciting about this. So let me kind of share with you a little video that he prepared so you can hear what's going on behind the scene. Let's check this out together.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm gonna code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So a couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security, it's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure.
So again, that was a small segment of the video here for you to understand the security and what's going on behind the scene. And feel free to go and watch the video. You can find this into your business digital tools, looking at all the different video streamings that are available. Now, back to presentation here, folks. There are two trends we want to share with you, because at the end of the day, if you happen to be an investor, or if you happen to be planning your future and you're trying to say, okay, where should I spend my time? Where should I park my money? Well, the thing is, you tend to want to be where the future is going towards, not where things are passé, like DVDs and CDs and typewriters. You understand? So this is, I'm serious, folks. There are people that don't really look at the common sense, and they just go with how they feel and what they want, not really realizing what the people is looking for. And we're going to share with you two trends that are very important. One is the cloud storage, and the other one is to creating another stream of income. So let us walk you through all of this.
Yeah, which is an absolutely massive trend, because we all know there's billions of devices in the world today. Everybody's on them constantly because they're so useful. We can do everything. We're living in a paperless world. So this is an absolute massive trend, and timing couldn't be better right now.
I totally agree. And to back this up, here are the numbers. Again, I like to share this because this is legit. This is a report that was created utilizing ChatGPT and plugging in the information, the source, for them to be able to look at the data storage capability when it comes to mobile traffic. And it came from 2011 to 2025, because at the time we were just finishing the year and moving into 2026. It showed me that it was 6% in 2011 up to 64% in 2025, which obviously is increasing in 2026. So this is really significant. Here's another one that's very important, especially in the topic of earning an income, because size of cloud storage market worldwide from 2022 to 2030 went from $90 billion in revenue, and their prediction is close to $500 billion. And I think that's conservative. I think it'll be a lot more than that, because everybody's going, because of the AI talk and everything else, everything is on the cloud. So this is absolutely massive. And here's another one that I think really speaks for itself.
Yeah. We all say, we all have phone addiction, and that's because we do everything on it. On every single day, we have our devices in our hand, and we're able to do everything. That's, when you're building a business, and to be able to offer that, a business where you can build a business right from your phone internationally, it's absolutely massive. So yes, everybody can do anything they want on a cell phone.
Absolutely. And Gilbert, welcome from San Diego, California, and Wally from Arkansas. Great to see you here. Now, folks, here's the thing. Data loss is a growing concern, because we're not, when you take those pictures, I'm sure depending on the age group you're in, where we have these 8x5 little cards with pictures on it that we were passing this on. Well, this is passé. This is gone. Everything is in our digital here. And I like to use this example because it's absolutely true, and I know it has happened. I know Tammy also has situation happen herself, but imagine you taking a precious moment where this is not in front of the professional camera people. It's you with your cell phone and recording your daughter or your son sharing some very private, personal thing, emotional things in reference to prior to to their wedding, right? And that is on your phone, and you're the only one who has that copy. And God forbid your phone has been accidentally damaged or it's been lost, right? Like we see here, the 45%. How would you feel if that happened to you? So it's really important to have an insurance policy when it comes to our data and precious information. And that's exactly what the cloud is all about. 57 screen cracked every hour, laptop, cell phone stolen every 43 seconds. In fact, the owner of this company was inspired by the fact that he lost his laptop and his external drive with literally decades of pictures of his kids that is lost forever because it was in a device. And he was sharing, well, holy and behold, I have a cloud storage service and I never even thought of backing up my own stuff. That's how the whole thing came about. So it's very interesting how things evolve. And I know that's a message that many of you might be familiar with.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everybody's getting this now. It's because we're filling up our devices, right? So you either have two choices. You pay more or you start getting rid of stuff, taking the time to go through the stuff. I don't know about you, but we've got a lot of content over the years in our devices. And yeah, so we don't want to lose a lot of these precious moments.
I totally agree, Tammy. And the second trend here, folks, is earning another stream of income. This is absolutely massive. This is why network marketing teams tends to thrive in difficult times. Why? Because people are looking for options, and often they're stuck between a corner of a wall, and there's nowhere to go other than an opportunity like this. And the fact is, if you look at the American market, 42% have side businesses. 62% of Gen Z. If you look at our generation, so Tammy right now are just flirting with the early 60s. Well, here's the thing here, folks. Our kids are in the adult age. They all have side businesses. I know our kids are. I know also Tammy's some, so at the end of the day, what about the rest of the world? This is what we're talking about. We're at a time right now where people are looking, and you can leverage these two global trends with GotBackup, the cloud storage and the home business, which is absolutely massive. So let's talk a little bit about what we're going to be talking about as far as a product for the A-Line consumers.
Yeah. So on the next slide, I'm going to share what we're really excited about and why we got started with GotBackup. But in late last year, Joel launched a GotBackup Pro account because he's got so many services that people can leverage to build a business online, not just only using these specific products, which Chris is going to share briefly on, but you can leverage by sharing links and generating leads for your business with these links. So yeah, that was really exciting when he launched that. I know many people went pro that were already existing. And if you're looking at it for the first time, we highly recommend to jump in as a pro account. So here, the basic is 6 terabytes of data storage. On your account, you can add 5 additional, they call them sub accounts. And you can decide how much data you want to provide to mostly it's family, right? So each age group, you might have a little bit different that you want to give some of your space to. Unlimited devices. And all of this, you guys, for $10 a month, that blew me away. Most people pay yearly because you save a couple months of payments. But when I saw that, I said to Chris, I said, oh my gosh, we're in. I mean, every single family needs this. And the value is unbelievable.
Well, think about it here, folks. Everybody, whatever business you're in, you're probably plugged into either Dropbox or Google Drive or OneDrive, which is Microsoft. One is Google, right? One is the standalone company, Dropbox. And at the end of the day, the difference here is that they're compensating you for telling others about it. And that's what makes it so special. But over and above that, and that's where the Pro package is so awesome, is you have the VTuber, which is kind of like your own YouTube channel without all the commercials and everything else, which I understand the reasoning behind the commercial, because it's also an opportunity for YouTubers to be able to earn an income. But here's the thing. This here, you can have your videos sent out without any of those. Testimonial generator is such an important step, especially in today's evolution when it comes to doing business online, because social credibility is critical to be able to show people that you're real, it's tangible, and you can just have these links available to anybody that may appreciate you, that would love to share feedback about you, that you can use for social credibility. Memory Place. I know that Memory Place and all of these products are standalone products that, there's two worlds in the world of GotBackup. We have the affiliates where they love to promote just the product and earn the upfront income, but we have also the network marketing world, the people that are looking to create a residual income for their lifestyle. And the moment you upgrade to a pro, if you're not a pro, we'll show you how to start in a minute. Well, the Memory Place is included with that. but it also can be sold as an individual package. And that's what's awesome. And you get paid for all of this. The email marketing platform, again, absolutely awesome. You know, your list is your lifeline. And to stay in contact with your list is absolutely critical. And you have that at a very affordable price, because you know that email companies right now to broadcast, it's very expensive because of the spamming and all the issue that's going on. So there's strict rules that the company has to obey by. In the funnel page builder, again, very interesting, because you'll see at the end, I'm going to show you all the pages that are done for you, the little websites that you can just use the moment you sign up and start building your business and promoting your business. All of that is included. What if you want a different language? What if you want to have a different email series that you want to go outside of what the company has prepared for you? What if you want to have your own video? Right? Some of you are wonderful in creating AI video. You can update all of these and have the perfect capture page tailored the way you want it. And this comes, as I mentioned, each of these products are standalone products that you can promote, and each of them has capture pages. It's a fancy word by saying it's a little website that we say capture because you put your name and email, and it ends up into your list that you can communicate with. And I'll show you a little bit later how this works. Really, really simple. So this is what we have in our line of products. Now I want to shift over on the opportunity, folks. Making money with GotBackup is absolutely amazing. And there's people right now earning already. We have people from France, from Ghana, from the United States, from Canada that have reached some of the top levels with the company. And we have the diamond levels, again, around the world. And there's more coming because we constantly evolve. We have rubies. This is just before you reach the diamond level. And there's more that are coming. As a matter of fact, this is I need to update. I know there's new emeralds that are popping in. Every month we have new emeralds popping in. And you'll understand what I mean by that when it comes to the income opportunity. We have the sapphires, which is such an important level because that's when it starts opening up the potential of what the company has to offer. And it just carries on. So there are 7 ways to earn with GotBackup. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to cover the first 3 because they're very significant. And the other one are added bonuses that are kicking in as you move up in rank. So Tammy, let's start with the first one.
Yeah, so you can see the family plan. That's the basic plan. If you share your link, whether it's social media or somebody you're connecting with, and they decide they're going to join as a member, and they decide they want to pay monthly, you're going to get 200% upfront. So let's round off the number, a $10 item, you're going to get $20. And if they decide, you know what, I'm going to pay yearly because I want to save a couple months of payments, so they're going to pay $100, rounding it off. So you're going to get 50%. So that's $50, you guys, just short of $50. And 25% ongoing for different packages when people upgrade. So you've got the Pro Pack as well, which is new, which I shared with you. That one becomes very interesting because that's for people who want to take their business to another level and generate leads and use the tools. So you're going to get $200 upfront when somebody signs as a Pro member. And the person who sponsors the person who, like you, the people who sponsored you, if you're in, and the person who sponsored them, they also get a commission. And the reason they do that, which I really, really respected Joel for doing that, because we've been building this business for a long time, is support, is the guidance and the support that you need when you're new building your business. So he really captured everything in all of this. And of course, 25% ongoing for customers. So let's kind of break it down really quick. Let's say you had 20 people, all decided to go in annual for the family plan. That's 50%. You get $1,000 in commission. And if you had 20 customers ongoing, you're looking at $50 every single month ongoing. That's great residual income ongoing. And you're never limited the amount of people you bring in, guys. So Pro Plan, if you had 20 people and you made $200 per person, that's $4,000 in commission. And if they decide they wanted the plan just because they want to use the tools, you had 20 people, that's $100 in commission ongoing. So he pays amazing upfront money. But as you start building a team, Chris is going to show you, that's when it gets interesting as well.
This is on the back end of things. This is the residual I'm talking about here. So the affiliates love the first one and tend to focus on that. But the networkers, the people that are building a network marketing business through a home-based business where they want to create an income regularly every single week or every single month, that's where you want to focus on. This is a cycle earning. In a cycle earning, it's basically a two-team structure. There's a left team and a right team. If you sponsor a third person, right, one on the left, one on the right, where's the third go? Has to go on either the right side or on the left side. That's where you see indirect on both sides, because you might be building your business, but someone above you also might be building their business just like you. They have to say, well, where do I put my third person? Well, let's put it on that side. That's the benefit of working together as a community. So the cycle earning bonus, there's two tier 1, tier 2. It's basically 2 levels of income based on your rank. And I'll come back to that in a minute. First step, you activate. You're paying your $10 a month or your $20 a month, depending on which package you want. And from there, you're active. As long as you maintain your subscription, just like you're doing with Netflix and Amazon Prime, Disney Plus TV, whatever, Apple TV, these are membership you pay monthly for the services. Number 2 is you enroll 2 people. This is what will open the gateway for you to start earning cycle bonus. Now, step number 3, to actually earn the value, to earn the bonus, the system recognized that there is 6 people in a ratio of 42. That means one side is 4, the other side there's 2. It doesn't matter what side that happens. As long as this occurs, we could be from you bringing 6, or it could be from your 2 expanding to 6. And that could also be combined with people above you building their own business. So whenever the system sees there's 6 people, regardless of where it comes from, that are paying their monthly fees, then the company calculates how much a cycle value is, and it's based on the company's profitability. Now, how do you move on from tier 1 to tier 2? It's based on your rank. So the question is how many cycles you want. I know I'm aiming for 10,000 cycles, right? I'm thinking of a Dropbox who has over 700 million users. Think of the financial possibilities here. I don't know how many are active. Let's say 35, 40, 35%, 25%. That is a lot of millions of people paying, which GotBackup offers up to 75% payout. This is even more attractive here. Cycle matching bonus. What does that mean? Well, Tammy talked to his example of bringing 20 people. Let's focus on that for a minute. So you got an income by sponsoring them. You get the fast track commission. But in this case, you start earning 25% that the company sends to you as a matching cycle, a matching check for every single person you bring in. If you're bringing 40 people, 100 people, well, that is the same thing when you reach a Sidefire level. That's what I was mentioning earlier. Up to $1,000. What that means is if your team is growing bigger than the maximum you're allowed to receive, you can't make more than 1,000. You got to move up to an emerald. And it's so simple to move from one point to the other. I'll show you in a minute. Absolutely amazing. Look at the ladder of possibilities here. $20,000. That is a cap. A cap means that you can't get more than that, even though the team becomes millions, right? That's to protect the bank. But folks, think about this. You got 20 people, 30 people, 50 people, who knows, that are earning anywhere from 0 to 20,000. Do you understand the potential? All of that is compounding. And that doesn't stop there, because we also have generation bonus, dynamic compression bonus. This occurs when you become gold and above. All of these wonderful ranks starts opening up to you. Now, Tammy, let's explain what is a simple system that people need to focus on to take advantage of what we just talked about.
Yeah. So one thing that we learned in building our businesses for so many years is people are busy. Most people have careers or jobs. So you have to keep it simple. That's why we have a simple system. So once somebody gets signed up, the second step that they need to do is to sign up 2 people, one left, one right. Chris shared the 2-team structure. And how do you do that? You share your links, people click on, they see the value, they sign up, and then you position them. Step 3, get a couple more. And then you duplicate that process. So everybody that's coming in is duplicating those 4 steps. And it goes very, very fast into momentum if everybody's doing the simple things.
Folks, don't overcomplicate things. It is so simple. Keep it simple. Yeah. Simplicity sells. Complication stops growth. Mm-hmm. People that don't follow or don't understand, they stop to try to figure things out and they lose focus. So here's the thing. How do we get started? It is $20 a year for you to be a business owner with GotBackup. From that point on, you choose the package you want, which fortunately with the Pro package, the 20 is included and is $499.97. So just below $500, you are set for the year. And the following year, you're paying $199.97, and then you're good for the next year until the end of time. Or you may want to pay $19.97 a month, where it's a little bit cheaper if you pay for the year because you save 2 months. If, let's say, you want to start with more conservative, start with a family pack, which is the cloud storage that we talked about earlier, without all the added benefits, which I highly recommend the Pro because there's so much value into it. But that's a way for you to also come in for $100 a year. After that, you simply renew your $100 a year plus your 20, so 120 and change. Okay, so it's as simple as that here, folks. And you can also pay monthly, of course, which I recommend yearly because it's a lot simpler to duplicate and it's a lot, you save some money in there. So right now, how many countries are we in?
Yeah, so we're in 164 countries. Super exciting. And the best thing about that is you can earn income all over the world. While you're sleeping, you can be generating income. It's phenomenal.
It's absolutely amazing. And folks, babies cry for it, adults die for it. It is recognition. And the recognition is really important because it is tied to your income rewards when you build your business. As a bronze, one person. I just want to give you the basics. As a copper, this is what Tammy talked about earlier. One person on your left, one person on your right. The moment you accomplish that, what's happening is you've made the exact step that you want to duplicate, and you want the people to come in to duplicate. Because when that happens, you become a silver. When one person hits copper from your enrollment tree, you become a gold, and that's when you start getting to 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Right? On what we talked about earlier. That's because you sponsored 5 people into your business, and 3 of those people have reached copper. As a platinum, now you're moving from tier 1 to tier 2. You remember when you talk about the cycling? You're making more money in tier 2. So as a platinum, you basically have sponsored 10 people. And these 10 people will qualify you for their sapphire and emerald. This is really cool. Now there's other qualification. I'm just going to get into it right now. So as a platinum to sapphire, instead of having 4 copper, 1 more. Folks, this is one person that sponsored 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Do you understand? And there's other little qualification with the amount of people in your team, but it tends to be met by default by doing these duplication process by creating coppers. And as you become a sapphire, folks, now you're earning matching cycle. You know what I talked about where you earn 25% or up to $1,000 for every person you bring in into GotBackup? That's what I'm talking about here, folks. As an emerald, it just keeps opening up. It's like a flower that blooms and it opens up to you to receive more income all the way up to black diamond. It's absolutely amazing. Let's talk about how do we help you get there?
Yeah, so you have your personalized referral link, you have a landing page, you have several links Chris is going to share with you. You have an email marketing system that is built in, which is phenomenal, and it's free in your back office. You've got lots of marketing tools, different languages. You've got regular online presentations. Chris and I volunteered to do the company presentations every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on the Global Virtual Opportunities YouTube channel. And every Friday we do it from our own channel, but anybody can join in to listen to the presentations. We've got, and other people are doing this, different countries, different languages around the world, same as training. Every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, Chris and I are doing the company training on the Global Virtual Opportunities YouTube channel. And we always have different subjects. We always go through the basics because when people get started, we want to make sure they get started right and know how to access everything, how to set up their devices. And again, there's team stuff going on around the world, different languages as well.
Absolutely. And let me show you what's going on behind the scene here, folks. When you sign up, this is your back office. You can see I'm a pro member over here, and you can see your rank over here. What's very important, the moment you become a member with GotBackup, the first thing you want to do, the first thing you want to duplicate with your downline, with anybody coming in, is to make sure that they install the software. One is for Windows, one is for, this is designed to back up your computer. Once it's installed, you click one button, boom, the software takes care of everything and start putting everything on the cloud. Very, very simple. Now, at the end of the day, if you're dealing with the mobile devices, these are, you don't need to log into your member for that, folks. You go to the Google Play Store or the App Store, simply search for GotBackup, install it. Even if you're not a member, it will install the software. Obviously, for you to be able to log into it, you need to be a member. The same credential you came to log into your back office is exactly the same to log into your app. Then the phone starts taking over, the app starts taking over, and all your pictures and videos are going to the cloud. But here's the thing here, folks. I really recommend you watch those videos. Why? Because it's giving you tips and tricks to facilitate the communication between the phone and the data service to maximize the transfer on the first time. Because at the first time, folks, you're uploading, in some cases, 70,000 files. That is a lot of files. And the system is going so fast, it'll take about a day and a half. It used to take 5 days when this all started. Now it's a day to a day and a half. Evolution, right? Everything is evolving. And the last thing is, on this page, if you click on this button, it will actually take you to your cloud storage, which, by the way, you can get this just when you type in jobbox.com, which I'm here, gbu.com, right? Oops, sorry, gbu.com. It'll take you to your cloud. Here it is. These are 3 computers I have backed up, okay? So that is really awesome. When you click on these files, then you can turn around and go to user, and over here, you can, this is my root directory. These are all my files that are on my computer that are actually on the cloud. I can bring anything else, and I can transfer these files into my collaborate and share. And when you're my collaborate and share, folks, what's really awesome, now I can actually transfer these files. I can share these files with the entire world. For example, I have a transfer file here where these are people that I've shared some files where all I have to do is create a link over here. And once I create the link, I can share that link for them to access those files. I can choose to see, you can just view, you can also edit, and all sort of things. That's really awesome. The other thing too, when you go to, for example, your mobile devices, right? So in this case, this is my iPhone. And my iPhone over here has all my videos and pictures uploaded to the cloud. That's 2025. You can see here 12 calendar month. All is there. In 2026, we just started. So obviously now it's doing January. Some of you have been following our presentation for the past 2.5 years. You probably remember that in 2025, we started with January. And every month there was another directory created. It takes care of itself automatically. Absolutely awesome. The other thing that's really cool is each of those tools, these are the tools on the Pro I was telling you about, which the GotBackup, the testimonial, all of these things, memory place, the email system and all. Well, they each come in with a page. I'm just going to focus on the cloud here for the sake of time, but you can see that all of these pages are done and ready for you. This here, it's awesome for someone who wants to try it for 7 days for free. This approach is business and product. This approach is just product at all without the business mention. These here, this one on the left, it's awesome for someone who's maybe a little bit resistant to network marketing. It comes in with a little back office to teach you the back office, to teach you the network marketing strategy. Joel did a great job over here. This one here is just a standard. It's like, this one is like the top one on the right, on the left here, but it's a new version. And I know Joel was telling me they're working on another version that's coming very soon. So absolutely awesome here, folks. And this is all there for you, ready to take advantage of. And all your tools are over here. This here is what you use to communicate with all the leads that are popping in to your business. So very straightforward. So folks, in conclusion, we have a product that everyone needs in a business that everyone can afford. That's what we're talking about here. So in closing, Tammy, you want to share anything as we finish your presentation? Remember that on Saturday, we do some trainings to support and help you grow your business.
Yeah. So again, if for those of you who are evaluating it for the first time, get back to the person who introduced you to today's session for sure, and let them know you're ready to get started. And they'll give you their link, and you can get yourself positioned. And I can tell you, it is the best thing that Chris and I have ever done when it comes to a digital product, simplicity, value, huge value, and the cost factor. And the fact that you can build this globally, that was absolutely a game changer. So we're having a lot of fun. You learn as you grow. And so get yourself signed up and show up on tomorrow's training, and we'll go through the basics.
Now tomorrow, tomorrow. Today's Friday. That's right.
It's
I
Friday.
didn't.
Hello.
we got to send those emails. So tomorrow, Saturday, we'll have a wonderful training for you. We might actually, we haven't done a training on the back office and how things work. So we'll let you know. So have yourself a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend. Looking forward to see you on Saturday. Thank you very much, Blair. Thank you very much, everybody else. Have a great rest of your day, and bye for now.
Have a great weekend.